No, my head is not exploding, but it just might. I've got both these classrooms behind me reporting a slow drain. Like 3 hours. Last time this happened, we had to call a plumber in because the pipes were very plugged.
Buckle up for safety as I give you a day in the life of facilities maintenance.
So I'm really hoping that the two issues are not connected, although they share a wet wall. Let's check the other one. But the dirt, if the kids have been washing their shoes in the sinks again, I'm taking their feet away. In 119, I'm letting this run for a while, and what I want to see is if it starts backing up in the other classroom as well as here. If it does, then I know we have one problem affecting two rooms. If it doesn't, oh, no, yep, awesome. Okay, well, how do I plunge two sinks at one time? I gotta plug the drains. I'll put the stoppers in and see if that helps. Look, I can hear the water running on the other side of the wall, but it's literally just filling up this sink. So hopefully, because these stoppers kind of screw in, they will hold the pressure here. Because what I need to do is stopper one of these and then plunge the other, and hopefully kick loose whatever it is that's affecting both of these. So 30 seconds ago, these were the same color. So I'm getting all kinds of nastiness coming up through here. It's not draining yet though. Up until now, I've been trying to plunge this sink with a little hand plunger. It's time to pull out a bigger gun. Yeah, I know where this has been. Doesn't matter at this point. Nothing. Well, I'm not having any joy from the other side either. This is not a plunge problem, unfortunately.
Let's keep the devices closed for now. We'll talk through.
Happy days. My floor auger has finally arrived. So let's open this thing up and see if we can get some action in here. These sinks have now drained empty. Took a couple days. What that means is that I can open things up and there'll be less of a mess. Now, I'm hoping, on this side here, it looks like I have a couple of access spots here, so I'm hoping there's a clean out down there, which it would make sense if there were. So I'm gonna open that up now. What is behind door number 2? Also a clean out. Why would there be 2, I wonder? Maybe one for upstairs and one for downstairs. I bet you that's what is going on here. since this one's in line with here, I'm gonna guess that this is upstairs. So looking at these cleanouts here, they gotta be pretty tight to not leak. So that's a 1-inch square. So I'm gonna make myself a cleanout wrench real quick. Just gotta run over to the shop and do that. Provided I can find a piece of square tubing that has an inside diameter of 1 inch. What I'm looking for is just a small piece of like 1 1/4 inch square, which will probably give me an inside of 1 inch. Everything here looks too large for my needs, so I will have to go look elsewhere. I'm cutting off this axle here because that should make a good T-handle, and it's just part of a scrap pile anyway that's going to, well, the metal scrapyard for recycling. I had to get a little creative because I don't have any 1 inch square tubing. I'm using a piece of, well, just a couple small pieces of an angle that came off of this piece of scrap here, and I've shortened one side, as you can see. I am going to weld them around this piece of scrap. I should be able to create a socket out of this end business right there. So let's get to welding now. I needed a new tip. So now ideally I'd like to drill a hole here and a hole here that I could put my T-handle through, and I could use it either way. However, I can't find a bit large enough, so I'm just gonna have to weld the T-handle onto the end of here, and if I need to, well, we'll see what happens. There it is. It is crude, but it should do the job. I'm not seeing any water come out of here. Oh, that's great. That tells me that it's drained this far at least. So the bottom of that trap wasn't doing so well because I just barely bumped it, and yeah, now it has a hole in it. So it looks like I will be repairing that as well. You know what rhymes with well? Smell. It stinks. Yuck. But hey, my trap wrench was a success. Something also tells me though that water will come out of that cleanout when I get it removed completely, considering how much water has come out of this trap, because more water has come out of this trap than is just in the trap itself. There's obviously water coming out of here. So I'm gonna have a few inches of water, at least from there up to there, in that clean out. So the lid's off, the clean out lid, the cap, and yeah, there's our problem. As I suspected, kids have been washing their shoes, and it is completely plugged with dirt. So I really do not know what is gonna, that's dirt. I really don't know what's gonna happen when I start pulling this out of here. I should probably have gloves on, but that is amazing. Yeah. Wow. So, what best way to auger this? There's roots going in here too. So I can see why my little hand 1/4 inch auger wouldn't go through this. It would make a little hole maybe, and then it would just self-heal. Need something larger. Now my hands are dirty. I need a bucket of clean water to wash my hands in. I need gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna put some gloves on. Through now. Okay. Well, judging by the water that came out, I think we're through. Ay, ay, ay. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna go turn on the water and see if the other side drains. I'll know very quickly if it doesn't. I've already got a mess here, so what's a little more, right? need some water. Okay, it looks like it's draining. Yes, it is now. It's raining through the hole down there. Yeah, it was just plugged with dirt and mud. Well, I guess I can clean up and start putting it back together. Okay, one side is all cleaned up and back in operation, and the other side, well, yeah, it's going to take a little more work yet. Well, I've got that cleaned up down there. Let's clean up the floor a little bit, clean up these sinks, and then I got to get a new trap for this one. But this new tool, this baby's gonna live right in my plumbing box. Right there. Well, I gotta do something about this P-trap. It's clearly seen better days. Hello. I don't have another one on hand. It's too late in the day to go out and get one. So I want to give them their sinks back tonight, and I can worry about replacing this later. So I've got a couple things I could try. I carry this in my toolbox in the truck. Extreme tape, automotive, truck, farm, home, industrial. No adhesive bonds, only to itself. Won't melt up to 260 degrees Celsius or 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Forms a permanent air and water tight seal. Insulates up to 8,000 volts. So this might work. I could also use a Turnabond, like they call it an emergency sealant tape that forms a permanent seal. Don't get me wrong, it is for emergencies only. I would not use this in a permanent installation type situation. And I'm not even thinking about this. I'm thinking about like RV roof repairs kind of a thing. Some people use this as a permanent solution to things, and I don't think that's a good idea. Anyways, I just want to get this thing so it doesn't leak and it'll last a couple of days. So I think I might go with this stuff. I'll tell you why, because this says it only bonds to itself. Well, if it only bonds to itself, I need it to bond to this as well, because then water's going to seep out around it, will it not? Okay, I went with the Eternabond because, well, I find that funny. I think I'm going to wrap it now with another type of really sticky tape that I have. This stuff here, it looks like regular electrician's tape, but it's not. It's actually rubber. So I think this, combined with Eternabond, will work for a temporary repair. Okay, I say temporary, but I don't see any reason why this wouldn't last another 20 years. The sinks are draining beautifully, and I am not seeing any leaks anywhere, especially from down here. So I'm going to call this done for now and put a new copper 1.5 inch P-trap on my list of things to purchase in the future.
So with that, I will say thanks for watching. Have a good day.